So I would like to begin this session on a very personal note. I was very excited to receive this book. So this is the work. This is a biopic or biography, and was very interested, very thrilled to receive the book. I started flipping through the pages immediately. And I was struck by the line of dedication. It is very rare that I notice the line of dedication, but this one has got me hooked. So I'll just read it out to you so that you can also enjoy the line. So here it goes. So this is the line of dedication. It says, "For my father, Prakash Mohan Pandey, with whom I went to watch my first ever film in a theatre, Dostana, and I forced him to leave the film just after the beginning as Mr. Amitabh Bachchan opened fire on screen." So I've been dying to know what happened. What happened, sir? What made you leave the theatre?
Good afternoon, and thank you, Ananya, for having me here. And thank you all. What happened? I was a kid,
How old were you?
3 or 4 years old.
Okay.
So I asked my father to leave the cinema hall, and we just went to home. And I watched Dostana after so many years, and I liked that movie very much.
I was very curious to know what happened. So now that we have uncovered that story, let's move on to another one. So what is the story behind this work? Why a biography on Manoj Vajpayee? I know you have elaborated on this in the preface of the work, but for the benefit of those who have not read the book yet.
Well, I think there are 4 or 5 reasons I should say that Manoj Vajpayee is one of the finest actors we have in Bollywood today. You have so many actors in Malayalam industry, but in Bollywood, I think Manoj Vajpayee is one of the finest actors, uh, uh, who is fantastic actor. So I thought that he deserved a biography. Second thing, I know Manoj Vajpayee since so many years. I have started a company called It's My Blog, and I asked Manoj Vajpayee to write blog for my platform in 2008, and he used to narrate that post, and I used to type. So I have a connection with him since 2008, and I know many stories about him. So I thought I must write his biography. And third thing, his struggle and his journey. His journey is so fascinating. He belongs to a village in Bihar, Belwa, and then he come to Delhi, and then he reached Mumbai. And the struggle and the journey of Manoj Vajpayee as an actor uh, is superb. You have read it, this book. So I thought this journey and his struggle also deserve a book. So I asked Manoj Vajpayee that I just want to write a book on you. I just want to write a biography on you, and he gave me permission. So I write this book.
So could you please walk us through the process of writing? Because you are a working journalist, you must have a very erratic, busy schedule, and so is Manoj Vajpayee. He will not be available on phone all the time. So what was the process of writing like? What was the research like? How time consuming was the work?
No, it took, I think, 1.5 years or 2 years to write me this book, because I have interviewed lot of persons from Anurag Kashyap, the person who have worked with him closely, the family members. I talked to Manoj Vajpayee several times also. So I have read many articles about him, his archival interviews. So it took a lot of time in researching about this book, and after that it took at least 6 or 7 months to write this biography. Uh, but I thoroughly enjoyed when I was writing this book, because many anecdotes, many interesting story about this finest actor. So I enjoyed a lot. But on the answer of your question is, I research uh, at least for 1 or 1.5 years, and it took around 6 months to write this book. And I got to know many unnoticed thing about Manoj Vajpayee, despite the fact that I know him since 2008. But when you were writing this book, you got to know many untold stories and many new things about him. For example, you Mumbai ka king kaun, Bhiku Matre. So you all have heard this dialogue, I think. Have you? ये आप लोगों ने सुना है? लेकिन आप लोगों ने शायद आपको ये पता नहीं होगा कि ये डायलॉग फिल्म में था ही नहीं. दिस डायलॉग वाज नॉट इन द रिटन स्क्रिप्ट. और ये डायलॉग लास्ट में इम्प्रोवाइज किया गया था. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ मैनी स्टोरीज आई गॉट टू नो फ्रॉम जैसे अनुराग कश्यप, फ्रॉम अनुभव सिन्हा. सो इट वॉज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग.
So you have met the man Manoj Vajpayee. You have met his family members.
Yeah.
You have met his friends, from his childhood friends to his current colleagues. So you must know a lot of entertaining stories about him, like very spicy, very juicy, funny, crazy stuff. So anything that didn't make it to the final draft of the book, so anything that you could tell us, because we are all ears for stories.
No, I have not deleted any stories, but there are many stories.
But any story that you would like to share with us? No,
There are
because
ma-
many have not read the book.
there are many stories. One belongs to Manoj Vajpayee from his school days. He had a crush on a girl during his when he was in 12th standard, and that was a time in North India कि, you can't talk to a girl. Because he belongs to a Belwa village and there was no scope to talk to girl in alone, or you can propose her. That was not possible in that time. So the schoolmates, the classmates of Manoj Vajpayee named that girl on her roll number. That was a 44. तो मनोज वाजपेयी का नाम पड़ गया 44वां. तो जब भी क्लास में द टीचर कॉल मतलब अटेंडेंस होती और जब भी 44 नंबर कॉल होता तो मनोज वाजपेयी ब्लश करते कि और एंड दैट्स व्हाई उनका नाम था कॉलेज में स्कूल के बच्चों के बीच में 44 हुआ. तो दैट वाज एन इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी विच हिज क्लासमेट टोल्ड मी कि लेकिन बहुत सारी स्टोरीज हैं. इफ़ यू आस्क मी स्ट्रगल डेज स्टोरीज that were fascinating because there was a time when Manoj Vajpayee in Mumbai matlab he was asked to get out from 3 projects in a day. He had to leave 3 projects in a single day. So मतलब कितना मुश्किल रहा होगा मनोज वाजपेयी के लिए. हाउ डिफिकल्ट इट वाज फॉर मनोज वाजपेयी दैट डे बिकॉज ही हैड टू लीव 3 प्रोजेक्ट्स a day in Mumbai. So his struggle was very important to listen to know because it is when we see today's Manoj Vajpayee is a successful actor, but behind this success there is a lot of struggle. वो I think the people must know.
So could you please tell us about the struggle that Manoj Vajpayee had to face? Because as I said earlier, many of the audiences have not read the book yet. So could you please tell briefly about his struggles?
Manoj Vajpayee belongs to a small village, Belwa in Bihar. There was no school. Then he moved to Betia. That is also a town in Bihar. He thought to become an actor in Betia, but there was no institute. Nobody was there to tell him how to become an actor. So he just got to read in a magazine that there is an institute called NSD, National Institute of Drama, in Delhi, and you can learn acting in NSD. So he tried to get admission in NSD. He came to Delhi in the age of 17 or 16. He tried to get admission in NSD 4 times. He gave examination 4 times for NSD, but he didn't get admission in NSD. And this is very interesting when we know this thing. He tried 4 times to get admission in NSD. The finest actor of recent times didn't get admission in NSD. But after when he failed first time for in the exam of NSD, he just thought, matlab he has a thought of suicides. He thought to give his life, give up his life. But खैर वो ऐसा नहीं हुआ, but then after that he gave examination second time, but he didn't pass it. He gave examination third time. Then he met Barry John. Barry John is the finest acting guru of that time. Shah Rukh Khan was also in his batch, and that he learned acting. But and then he started his own theater group called Act One, and he was a star of Delhi theatre circuit in late 80s or early 90s. But when he reached to Mumbai, he didn't get a single role in movies. So the star of theatre didn't get a single role in movies in Mumbai. So how difficult it was when he, matlab in Delhi circuit, people know him as a star of theatre, but he was not getting a role in Mumbai. He just got a role in Shekhar Kapoor's Bandit Queen, but he was a mute like character. He didn't have any dialogue in Bandit Queen. He played Man Singh role in Bandit Queen. After Bandit Queen, at least 5 years, he didn't get any movie. So that kind of a struggle, and there are a lot of stories. Prakash Jha, if you have seen Mrityu Dand, Prakash Jha's movies Mrityu Dand, when Prakash Jha had selected him for Mrityu Dand, he had given us a major role in that movie. But suddenly Prakash Jha chose another actor for this role, and Manoj Bajpayee went to him one day, and Prakash और मनोज वाजपेयी ने कहा कि सर आई जस्ट वांट टू टॉक टू यू अलोन, आपसे 2 मिनट अकेले में बात करनी है. तो प्रकाश झा ने उनसे कहा कि तो तुमसे बात करने के लिए क्या मैं खंडाला चलूं. So when a struggling actor listen this kind of words from the directors, so it was very difficult for Manoj Vajpayee to sustain in Mumbai, and simultaneously his personal life was also at very bad stage. His first marriage didn't work. So his personal life was also destroyed, and the filmy career was not moving on, and it was very difficult for him to sustain in Mumbai.
So, you are a journalist, and you are a journalist with 24 years of experience. 25 years is a long period, it's like 1/4 of a century. Okay? So, you've been a journalist for so long, and as a journalist, you are trained to uncover facts. You are trained to put pictures together to get the holistic picture, to uncover facts, to seek out realities. But how do you manage your journalistic instinct with respecting Manoj Vajpayee's privacy? Because you are writing a book on his life, but you should not cross the line. You should make him feel safe with you. So how did you manage that? How did you strike that balance?
Well, it was really very difficult because there are many things of his private life which I wanted to say, I want to tell. But then there was a boundary which I had not to cross. But I tried to mention some stories which people don't know or Manoj Vajpayee didn't say about them, like about his first marriage. और इंटरनेट पे भी क्या है कि बहुत सारी रॉन्ग इंफॉर्मेशंस हैं लाइक अबाउट हिज फर्स्ट मैरिज. इंटरनेट पर अगर आप इफ़ यू विल सर्च कि उसमें मिलेगा कि मनोज वाजपेयी ने पहली शादी बिहार की एक लड़की से की और जैसे ही वो सक्सेसफुल एक्टर बने उन्होंने उसको छोड़ दिया. So that kind of stories on internet, but that is not true. I researched a lot. I asked his friends about this. और धीरे धीरे किसी ने कुछ बताया, किसी ने कुछ बताया, किसी ने कुछ बताया, and then I got to know the whole story of his first marriage, and I wrote about that story. But yes, नाम बदल दिया जिस लड़की से उन्होंने शादी की थी. इसके अलावा उतना ही मेंशन किया गया जितना आई थिंक मतलब वो बाउंड्री क्रॉस ना हो. और ऐसी कई सारी और बातें हैं.
Okay. So, which is your favorite performance by Manoj Vajpayee? Which character or role is closer to your heart, and why?
It is difficult to choose only one role
Then you
of his.
can name few.
हाँ, yeah. I think the Satya is first one.
The first movie you watched also.
हाँ,
Right.
no, I have watched his Bandit Queen also.
Okay, but in the book you
But
mentioned
nahi,
Satya is the one that you got your attention.
I didn't remember his performance that time.
Okay.
I watched his Bandit Queen 1995 in Delhi. But when I watched Satya in Agra, and I was shocked by his performance and surprised by his performance. So Satya is a beautiful movie. Satya just changed the Bollywood movie trends, and this is finest movie about gangsters. The मतलब the content driven movement which was started with Satya is going on till now. But after Satya, I think Shul and Kon was very fantastic movies. And if I have to take another name, then Aligarh. I like Aligarh very much. The performance in Aligarh of Manoj Vajpayee is super fantastic. So these are 4, 5, 6 movies, Bhosle, for which Manoj Vajpayee has got national award. Pinjar, another movie on this movie was based on Amrita Pritam's novel, and on the backdrop of partition. This is a fantastic movie. And recently, if you will watch Gulmohar, it is a beautiful movie. It is available on OTT also. So these are the movies which makes Manoj Vajpayee not only a sensible actor, but also make I'm a different actor from other Bollywood his contemporaries. He was a classmate and a batchmate of a Shah Rukh Khan, but दोनों ने अलग रास्ते पकड़े.
अलग अलग डायरेक्शन में चले गए दोनों.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
So in the preface, you explicitly states that this book intends to kind of subvert certain narratives, to debunk some false stories, false narratives on Manoj Vajpayee's life. So you have already mentioned about his first wife, first divorce. So what are the other stories, and who is perpetuating these false narratives? Who's behind the stories? Who's being so creative?
I think there are many stories like what exactly the bone of contention between Anurag Kashyap and Ram Gopal Verma. उनके बारे में उनकी मतलब एक there was a time when Ram Gopal Verma gave him break. There was a time when Anurag Kashyap was his brother. But when again there was a time कि इतनी लड़ाई हो गई दोनों के बीच में कि I remember that मनोज वाजपेयी used to narrate his blog to me, और उन्होंने एक जगह लिखा कि राम गोपाल वर्मा चाहते हैं, उन्होंने जो नरेट की थी लाइन हिंदी में कि राम गोपाल वर्मा चाहते हैं कि मैं उनके तलवे चाटूं. दिस वाज अ हार्ड लाइन इन हिंदी. तो मैंने मनोज वाजपेयी से कहा, आई आस्क्ड हिम कि भाई ये लाइन लिखना ठीक है कि नहीं है, या आप लिख रहे हैं राम गोपाल वर्मा के बारे में. कहते नहीं नहीं ठीक है, ये राम गोपाल वर्मा ऐसे
Just one second, look at the irony of it. A media person is asking a celebrity to
भी
contain the words, you know.
एग्जैक्टली. तो वो लेकिन मनोज वाजपेयी ने कहा नहीं, आप ये ऐसा ही है लिखिए. तो अराउंड मतलब 8-10 साल ऐसा रहा कि दोनों के बीच में बात नहीं हुई, अनुराग कश्यप के साथ बात नहीं हुई, राम गोपाल वर्मा के साथ बात नहीं हुई. बट अगेन दे जस्ट बिकेम फ्रेंड्स. और मनोज वाजपेयी डिड अनुराग कश्यप्स मूवी गैंग्स ऑफ वासेपुर. दैट इज ऑल्सो अनदर माइलस्टोन मूवी इन हिज करियर, गैंग्स ऑफ वासेपुर. और राम गोपाल वर्मा के साथ सरकार 3. सो आई जस्ट ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट कि वाई अनुराग कश्यप के साथ इतनी टसोली जो उनके छोटे भाई की तरह था, और वाई राम गोपाल वर्मा के साथ उनकी फाइट हुई. तो वो उसमें मेंशन है बुक में कि अगर आप कहो तो देन आई विल टेल दैट स्टोरी, अदरवाइज देयर इज अ स्टोरी. तो देयर इज अ इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी. मनोज वाजपेयी एज ए बैचमेट और हिज क्लोज फ्रेंड्स वर Anurag Kashyap, Anubhav Sinha, Tigmanshu Dhulia. These all are big names in Hindi film industry nowadays. But I was surprised to know that nobody has worked with Manoj Vajpayee except Anurag Kashyap. वो भी बहुत बाद में. तो मतलब मैंने बहुत सोचा कि वाई दिस हैपन, कि जब सारे इतने क्लोज फ्रेंड हैं तो मनोज वाजपेयी ने इनके साथ फिल्म क्यों नहीं की. Then I got to know कि Anurag Kashyap told me the real incident, real story behind this. कि there was a time when चारों पांचों दोस्त, हिमांशु धुलिया, विशाल भारद्वाज, अनुराग कश्यप, अनुभव सिन्हा, ये सारे लोग, चार पांच लोग बैठ के शाम को पार्टी कर रहे थे अपने घर में. एंड मनोज वाजपेयी एकदम किसी बात पर उखड़ के उन्होंने बोला कि तुम सब लोगों को मुझे ही हीरो लेना है और मेरे साथ ही फिल्म बनानी है, सबको डायरेक्टर मेरे कंधे पर बैठकर ही डायरेक्टर बनना है. इन हिंदी ही सेड कि तुम सबको मेरे कंधे पर बैठकर ही डायरेक्टर बनना है. तो ये बात उन चारों डायरेक्टर्स को जो एस्पायरिंग डायरेक्टर्स थे उनको बुरी लग गई, और वो सब दोस्त थे, लेकिन और वो शराब के नशे में शायद कही गई थी बात, बट उनको बुरी लग गई. और ऑल द डायरेक्टर्स, ऑल द एस्पायरिंग डायरेक्टर्स हैड मेड देयर फर्स्ट मूवी विदाउट मनोज वाजपेयी. एग्जैक्टली.
Okay, so which brings me to my next question. Let's address the elephant in the room, the elephant that everybody is so keen on riding on these days, nepotism in Bollywood. You have been associated with Bollywood, the glamorous world of Bollywood, for so long. So, what is your take on the nepotism in Bollywood, and what are the ways in which it operates?
I don't think nepotism should be an issue. Personally, I don't think that nepotism is an issue, because the person belongs to film industry, has a right or has an interest to work in that industry. ये आरोप लगा देना, दिस एलिगेशन इज नॉट राइट कि वो इसका बेटा है इसलिए उसको फिल्म मिली, तो वो तो मिलेगी ही. व्हाट विल यू डू? बट हाँ, इफ द पर्सन इज आउटसाइडर, देन हिज स्ट्रगल इज मोर, and it is very difficult to get his place in Bollywood, like Manoj Vajpayee, like Shah Rukh Khan in early days. ये सारी stories हैं when outsiders just reached to Mumbai and tried very hard to get a single role. While if the person belongs to film industry, it is very easy to get an opportunity. There are a lot of actors, you can say, the product of nepotism, but they have the easy access to Bollywood. But success, you can't get success through nepotism or through your relation. We have many examples like Kumar Gaurav, Rajendra Kumar's son. Love Story was a super duper hit in 80s, but कुमार गौरव ने 5-7 फिल्में से ज़्यादा नहीं की. और ऐसे बहुत सारे एक्टर्स हैं जो नेपोटिज्म के प्रोडक्ट हैं, बट दे डिडंट गेट सक्सेस बिकॉज सक्सेस डिडंट कम थ्रू रिलेशंस. You can get the opportunity, you can get your first movie through relations, और वो होगा ही. अगर मेरी दुकान है तो मेरा बेटा उस दुकान पे इजीली बैठेगा. उस पर आप कुछ कर नहीं सकते.
Not exclusive to Bollywood, even in politics.
Exactly,
you see
in
the
politics
nepotism,
और इस everywhere. और ये इसको आप कैसे मना करोगे? अगर मेरा कोई शोरूम है तो मैं किसी दूसरे आदमी को कैसे बैठा दूंगा उसमें? हाँ, अगर वो शोरूम नहीं, मेरा बेटा नहीं चला पा रहा है, कुछ नहीं हो पा रहा है, then I will hire someone to run that showroom.
Traders is like a secondary choice.
Exactly.
Yeah. There are multiple incidents in Mr. Manoj Vajpayee's life when he lost well-deserved recognitions. For example, in the film Pinja, everybody thought that he would bag the national award that year, but that didn't happen. And as Malayali audiences, we are very familiar, we very well relate to that story because we know the pang of loss. Because there are multiple times when famous Malayali actors, very talented ones at that, they lost well-deserved recognitions due to petty power politics and petty power play. So how did Manoj Vajpayee react to that loss? How did he take
I
it?
think he got national award for Pinjar. He just lost a national award. He didn't get national award, which he was expecting for Aligarh.
Okay. But he got national award for Bhosle, right?
Bhosle, Aligarh, Pinjar.
Sorry, Aligarh is the one, yes. Yeah.
Aligarh. And that time, Akshay Kumar got the national award for Rustam, while Aligarh was not in the list of last 20-30 movies. So you can compare the Rustam with Aligarh and you will understand the politics. Aligarh was not in the final list. Matlab, it was not in the last 10 or 20 movies, while Akshay Kumar won that prize. I have mentioned the story. Manoj Vajpayee, one day Manoj Vajpayee called me in the morning. I tweeted about the national award. Manoj Muntashir, the lyricist, won the national award uh, for a song. So I tweeted on that issue. But Manoj called me in the morning and said कि तुमने लिखा है ये, but national award का मतलब क्या है? बकवास है नेशनल अवार्ड. और फिर मनोज वाजपेयी ने पूरी स्टोरी सुनाई. एंड और इंटरेस्टिंग बात यह है कि आफ्टर 2 or 3 months ही गॉट नेशनल अवार्ड अगेन फॉर द भोसले मूवी. सो आई कॉल्ड हिम कि अब क्या कहना है. कहता यार अब थोड़ा स्टैंडर्ड तो घट रहा है. So it was
Actually,
interesting story.
Malayalis don't need examples from outside our industry because there are instances when Malayalam actors they lost awards. For example, our very well-known actor Tilagan, he's like the epitome of acting in Malayalam cinema. He lost the award to Amitabh Bachchan. That too for Agnipath. Amitabh Bachchan won the award for Agnipath. It's a gangster movie. But Tilakan was in the race for Perundachan and he lost the award. And Mohanlal, a superstar, he was in the final round 13 times. But he lost 13 times. But he has
But
won
you have mentioned Mohanlal's name. So Manoj Vajpayee told me that I don't remember the name of that movie. I think Aks or I'm not remembering that movie. But Manoj Vajpayee didn't get national award while Mohanlal ji got national award for Van Prastham. So Manoj told me that that was the movie and that was the performance which I liked also. But when he lost that award from Akshay Kumar for Rustam, so he thought कि मतलब क्या हो रहा है ये.
And in recent years, the credibility of the national award is lost. We don't have to get into that because it's not going to lead anywhere. So in the in the work, you also mentioned that Manoj Vajpayee has a reluctance to join politics. His uncle is a politician and a very prominent one at that. So he has the proper background. But even then, he is not ready. And with his mastery in acting, I think he will do spectacularly well in Indian politics. But he is still not willing to. Do you think he will ever change his mind about politics?
I don't think he will change his mind because he is getting offers since last so many years.
Yeah, he got many offers.
He got so many years and he's getting offers since last so many years. I don't think he will change his mind now. He's doing good. उनके अच्छे दिन तो अब आए हैं मनोज वाजपेयी के. So I don't think he will change his mind.
So even in the book that you have pointed out here that Shatrughan Sinha and Manoj Vajpayee are two Bihari people who made it successfully into Bollywood. But we had another name, sir. We had a very young, promising actor who made it into Bollywood from Bihar. I'm obviously talking about Sushant Singh Rajput. This is going to sound very out of syllabus, off syllabus. But what do you have to say about his dubious death, sir? Why is not everyone talking about it right now? It's like we forgot.
Well, it happens. When I am working in media, I usually see these kind of stories when people just talk a lot of things about a particular person and then just forget. So it happens. As far as Sushant Singh Rajput is concerned, Sushant Singh Rajput was a brightest star, but I think he was a genius. और वो खुद ही मैनेज नहीं कर पाया पूरी उस जर्नी को, उसको कैसे हैंडल करना है. सो जो भी रिसर्च हुई और स्टिल वी आर होपिंग फॉर द फाइनल रिजल्ट.
Investigations kind of stuck. It's nowhere.
Exactly. So,
But during the election, there were talks, there were discussions, but all of a sudden after the election, everything is.
हाँ, वो बीच बीच पे आता है सुशांत सिंह राजपूत का मेंशन, बट कुछ पता नहीं है कि एग्जैक्टली व्हाट हैपेंड टू हिम. और इन्वेस्टिगेशन एज यू सेड कि भाई स्टक है. सो फाइनल कंक्लूजन नहीं है.
And talking about the OTT platforms, you mentioned that initially Manoj Vajpayee was not happy when people used to label him or tag him or address him as OTT star or web series star, and later on he decided to adapt the titles. So what was the reason? What could be the reason that changed his attitude to these titles?
I think Manoj Vajpayee started his career from TV and then moved to Bollywood, then moved to movies. He was not comfortable, or he thought, or the people around him thought that TV is not as superior as movies. And second thing, Shabana Raza, his wife was very hesitant. She didn't want कि Manoj will work in OTT platform. So she asked not to do at OTT. But when Manoj got offer of the Family Man, the web series Family Man, तब Manoj has decided that नहीं, I should work in the web series, and he worked, and the Family Man is super hit.
OTT platforms have brought so many new talents, new faces into the industry, and many of them have come and flourished in the OTT platforms. And even Manoj Vajpayee, I think his popularity is means OTP helped him to become a popular star because most of his films have not done well at the box office. So it is the OTT platforms that made him the
India
star that
Today
he
once
is.
write about him that he is Amitabh Bachchan of OTT. एंड और मनोज वाजपेयी ने कहा मुझसे कि मैंने उनसे पूछा कि आपको अमिताभ बच्चन लिखा है इंडिया टुडे ने, कहते यार ये सब क्या सब लिखते रहते हैं और इसी वजह से मेरी इमेज खराब हो जाती है. मैंने कहा वाह भाई, इससे क्या.
Amitabh Bachchan of OTT platform.
हाँ.
That's how you kill and kiss the same. And at the same time, you slightly insult also the person.
हाँ, exactly.
And I've highlighted so many parts here, so many paragraphs. So I'm very curious to see that Mr. Manoj Vajpayee had a complex relationship with Shamsul Islam. Mr. Islam is the one who actually introduced Manoj Vajpayee to the world of theatre, and he was the one who made Manoj Vajpayee read all the world classics and go through philosophies and all. So Manoj Vajpayee is Manoj Vajpayee because he had a mentor like Mr. Islam. And then their relationship shattered. The graph of the relationship just had a drip. So what do you have to say to that? How do you see the dynamics?
Well, undoubtedly, Shamsul Islam, the first teacher of Manoj Vajpayee, has played a great role in his career. Manoj came to Delhi at the age of 17 or 16. Then he graduated from Delhi University, and during his graduation time, he joined Shamsul Islam's group. और वहाँ पर मनोज वाजपेयी ने ट्रेनिंग ली शमशुल इस्लाम के साथ फॉर 3 years. But Shamsul Islam has a political leaning. He had participated in Naxal movement और अल्ट्रा लेफ्ट उनका जो पूरा विचारधारा जो थी. So Manoj finally, and Shamsul Islam wanted him to work as a theatre artist, but Manoj wanted to move for a movies. He just wanted to try for a movies. Now वो portion ऐसा था जब मनोज वाजपेयी को लगा कि if he will work with Shamsul Islam, then he will not able to work in a movies, or he will be stuck with Shamsul Islam. So he left that group.
Finally, sir, do you follow Malayalam films, Malayalam actors? Do you know, are you aware how critical and almost cynical we are as an audience, and how hard it is to please Malayali audience?
As I told you earlier that Malayalam movies are most sensible movies. And Mohanlal ji, Mammootty ji, these are the greatest and matlab actors. And recently I know Unni Mukundan. Yeah,
We are talking back.
personally I know
Friends
him.
with
He's
Unni
a very
Mukundan.
good friend of mine. He's not here in Trivandrum. Actually, he's in Dubai. I talked to him yesterday. So he's in Dubai. Otherwise, मैं उनसे भी मिलता.
Okay, so finally, sir, you are going to be a director soon. You're preparing for your directorial debut. So, does the cast include Manoj Bajpayee? We are curious to know.
No, I'm trying. I'm just preparing for my debut. Manoj Vajpayee is not part of that movie because the movie I am trying to make is very small budget movie.
So, you cannot afford him.
Exactly. But later, if I will direct another movie, then I will definitely approach. I can approach to him. I have a personal contact, so I can approach him anytime. But budget भी होना चाहिए.
Now, dear audience, it is your time. You can ask your questions, but please be careful how you craft the question. Make it short so that we can have more people in the discussion. Thank you.
आपने कहा था कि नेपोटिज्म कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है, लेकिन मेरा क्वेश्चन है कंपेयर टू साउथ इंडियन फिल्म इंडस्ट्री, बॉलीवुड में एक नए एक्टर को सक्सेसफुल बनाने की पॉसिबिलिटी बहुत ही कम है ना?
नहीं, मैंने ये नहीं कहा कि नेपोटिज्म, जो आपने शब्द यूज़ किया, मैंने कहा कि नेपोटिज्म को आप रोक नहीं सकते. अगर किसी एक्टर का फादर डायरेक्टर या प्रोड्यूसर है तो वो डेफिनेटली चाहेगा कि उसका बेटा अगर हीरो बन सकता है तो बने. और जिसका एग्जांपल मैंने दिया कि अगर मेरा कोई शोरूम है बहुत बड़ा, तो मैं चाहूँगा कि मेरा बेटा उसको संभाल ले अगर वो संभाल सकता है, या वो किसी भी फील्ड में हो. तो इसलिए जो आउटसाइडर्स हैं उनका स्ट्रगल अपने आप में बड़ा है, इसमें कोई शक नहीं, क्योंकि जो फिल्म मेकिंग है वो बहुत कॉस्टली अफेयर है. फिल्म मेकिंग इसीलिए अगर आप एक किताब लिख रहे हैं तो ये आपको चैलेंज इतना नहीं है, क्योंकि किताब आप खुद लिखते हैं, आप आसानी से लिखते हैं. यू कैन अप्रोच टू पब्लिशर, हो सकता है बड़े पब्लिशर ना छापें, लेकिन फिर कोई ना कोई पब्लिशर आपको मिल जाएगा जो किताब आपकी छाप देगा. लेकिन फिल्म मेकिंग इज़ ए कॉस्टली अफेयर, और वो कोई भी आदमी आप पर पैसा ईजिली नहीं लगाएगा. तो वो एक जब तक आप प्रूव नहीं करोगे, या तो आप बहुत अच्छे एक्टर हो, उसके उनके लिए भी बहुत मुश्किल होती है. और चूँकि पैसा बहुत है फिल्म में, ग्लैमर बहुत है, तो हर प्रोड्यूसर डायरेक्टर या जो फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में लोग हैं वो चाहते हैं कि उनके फैमिली मेम्बर्स, और दूसरी बात यह है कि जो बच्चे बचपन से देख रहे हैं उसी इंडस्ट्री में रह रहे हैं. तो इवन अगर आप तमिल इंडस्ट्री में देखें तो सारे लोग जो हैं वो उन्हीं फैमिलीज से हैं. तो वो इजी हो जाता है उन लोगों के लिए, और वो उनकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग भी बेटर होती है एक आउटसाइडर से, क्योंकि वो बचपन से वही सब देख रहे हैं. तो आप जो चीज़ें सीखते हो वो शायद अपने आप सीख चुके होते हैं.
Good afternoon.
बढ़िया.
Thank you. See, my question is, like in Malayalam, both Mammootty and Mohanlal, even though they are considered as huge stars, they are also known as brilliant actors, like in a national award-winning level. But when I see the Hindi film industry in particular, let's take Mr. Bachchan. When he was a superstar, most of the critics were not that kind to him as an actor, because when he did a film like Alap and all, it didn't do well. But later, when he lost his stardom, he was more recognized as a better actor in that way. Why is it the Hindi film industry, since you are more representing that side, why they are not able to bring together both the stardom as well as why can't a brilliant actor be a huge star in Hindi film industry? That's my question in short. Brilliant means to the level of national award-winning level. That's what I'm asking. Like someone like Mr. Nasiruddin Shah, even I can say Mr. Manoj Bajpayee also. He can be also. Why he doesn't reach to the level of like Ranbir Kapoor, Shah Rukh Khan and all? That's my question.
I agree little bit जो आपने कहा, बट मतलब इट इज़ ट्रू, मतलब इसमें ऐसा नहीं है कि ये बिल्कुल गलत है, इट इज़ ट्रू. बट हिंदी जो बॉलीवुड है, बॉलीवुड एक्चुअली बॉलीवुड में क्या है कि मासिस का हीरो अलग है, क्लासिस का हीरो अलग है, जो कि मलयालम में नहीं है. एज यू से कि अमिताभ बच्चन इज़ नॉट एक्टर, दिस इज़ नॉट ट्रू. अमिताभ बच्चन वॉज ए सुपर स्टार दैट टाइम इन 80s, बट अमिताभ बच्चन इज़ अ ग्रेट एक्टर ऑल्सो. हाँ, ये बात अलग है कि उनको मौके बाद में मिले, या उन्होंने वो चूज़ बहुत बाद में किया, जब उन्होंने जब आफ्टर 2000 तब उन्होंने वो फिल्में की जिसमें उन्होंने एक्टिंग दिखाई, एंड ही प्रूव्ड हिमसेल्फ एज एन एक्टर ऑल्सो कि मैं एक शानदार एक्टर हूँ. और इन अर्लियर स्टेज व्हेन अमिताभ बच्चन ट्राइड टू प्ले दैट काइंड ऑफ रोल, एक दो रोल उन्होंने करने की कोशिश की थी, लेकिन फिर वो फिल्म फ्लॉप हो गई, बिकॉज पीपल वांट टू सी हिम एज मतलब स्टार. और वो सबके संग है, वो शाहरुख खान के साथ भी है. शाहरुख खान ने थोड़ा बहुत बैलेंस करने की कोशिश अभी की है। डियर जिंदगी, चक दे इंडिया, दैट काइंड ऑफ मूवीज़ जो थोड़ी सी ऑफ बीट है, थोड़ी सी अलग हैं, जो बिल्कुल एकदम पठान और जवान स्टाइल की मूवीज़ नहीं है। लेकिन हाँ, ये बात ठीक है कि जो बॉलीवुड का ऑडियंस है, जो हिंदी फिल्मों का ऑडियंस है, वो थोड़ा सा इस मामले में बटा हुआ है। और फिर दूसरी बात यह है कि मनोज वाजपेयी को आप वैसे अगर देखेंगे, अगर आपने मनोज वाजपेयी का जिक्र किया, तो ही इज़ नॉट ट्रेडिशनल काइंड ऑफ स्टार। मतलब जो पर्सोना है मनोज वाजपेयी का, आप देखेंगे तो उनका जो शक्ल सूरत है वो एक एक्टर की ही ज़्यादा है, वो उस स्टार की नहीं है जो ग्लैमरस लुक चाहिए। जो एक्टर जो बॉलीवुड के सुपरस्टार हैं, जिनका उनका ग्लैमरस लुक जो है, और जिस तरह की उनको जैसे डांसिंग क्वालिटी है, जिस तरह की चीज़ें चाहिए, जो काबिलियत चाहिए, वो उनमें नहीं है शायद।
Then how did Mr. Amir Khan broke that formula post 2000? He was able to take himself as seriously as an actor as well as a he had the biggest hits, like the Hindi films' biggest hits were under his name during that period, and he was also doing experimental movies also, and that also he found success. How is that possible for him and him only?
हाँ, आप कह सकते हैं कि अमिताभ बच्चन इज़ देयर, आमिर खान इज़ देयर, बट आमिर खान की आपको कौन सी मूवी ऐसी है जो आपको लगती है कि बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सपेरिमेंटल है? अभी तारे ज़मीन पर ओनली, और तारे ज़मीन वाज अर्लियर डायरेक्टेड अमोल, है ना, अमोल गुप्ते। अमोल गुप्ते को डायरेक्ट करना था, बट समहाउ कि अमोल गुप्ते को हटना पड़ा, एंड देन आमिर जस्ट केम देयर डायरेक्टेड दैट मूवी। तो वो ऐसा नहीं है कि आमिर खान की ही फिल्म थी, वो अमोल गुप्ते की स्क्रिप्ट थी, अमोल गुप्ते वाज टू डायरेक्ट दैट मूवी, एंड देन वो नहीं हो पाया पॉसिबल। सेम थिंग विथ पीपली लाइव। पीपली लाइव इज़ अ ग्रेट मूवी, दो आमिर खान हैज़ नॉट एक्टेड इन दैट मूवी, बट पीपली लाइव इज़ अ ग्रेट मूवी विच आमिर खान प्रोड्यूस्ड। तो अंशा रिजवी डायरेक्टेड दैट मूवी। आमिर खान, बिकॉज आमिर खान थोड़ा क्या बहुत ज़्यादा सीरियस है अपने क्राफ्ट को लेकर, अपनी एक्टिंग को लेकर, और उन्होंने ये एक प्री डिसाइडेड है कि भाई मैं 2-3 साल में एक फिल्म करूँगा। तो जब आप 2-3 साल में एक फिल्म करते हो, आप टाइम देते हो उस फिल्म को, आप उस कैरेक्टर को टाइम देते हो, तो वो ऑन द कॉन्ट्रेरी अक्षय कुमार 30 दिन में एक फिल्म खत्म कर देते हैं। अब ऐसा नहीं है कि अक्षय कुमार की फिल्म नहीं चलती है, ही हैज सो मैनी हिट्स इन हिज करियर, बट अक्षय कुमार का अपना एक आइडिया है काम करने का कि आई हैव टू वर्क 30 days फॉर ए फिल्म, और बस हो गया। तो वो उतना ही काम करना, तो हर आदमी का अपना एक अप्रोच भी है अपने काम को लेकर, अपनी एक सिंसियरिटी है। आमिर खान की सिंसियरिटी निश्चित तौर पर अलग है।
Another beautiful moment to honor our guest. To present the memento to the speaker, I would like to invite Mr. Bijit Balakrishnan, CEO of Automotive Kia.